The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion is a legendary game, but let's be real, it hasn't aged gracefully in every department. Sure, the nostalgia is strong for this game, and the world of Cyrodiil still holds a special place in the hearts of many fans, but the game's janky old design and outdated mechanics can be a bit of a slog today. That's where Skyblivion comes in. If you're not familiar with Skyblivion, it's a massive fan-made remake of Oblivion being built in Skyrim's engine. And unlike Bethesda's own Oblivion remaster, which sticks close to the original in form and function, Skyblivion takes the guts of Oblivion and reshapes them with modern design philosophy. It's ambitious, it's bold, and based on everything we've seen so far, it's shaping up to be exactly what Oblivion needs to shine again in 2025. Let's dig into why Skyblivion isn't just another mod, it's a full-on remake with serious vision. But before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Elder Scrolls news. And if you're interested, consider becoming a member on the channel for early access on every video, members only content, your name in the credits, the ability to write in and have your comments featured, and access to the Discord community. Let's start with one of the most notorious parts of Oblivion, the dungeons. If you've played the original game recently, or the remaster for that matter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You wander into a cave or a ruin, fight your way through enemies, navigate a winding maze, and when you finally reach the end, nothing. No boss, no special loot, and a lot of them seem very similar to each other. And a lot of the times, not even a shortcut to get back to the entrance, just the sad realization that you now have to backtrack through everything you just cleared. And the team behind Skyblivion knows this pain. They've gone out of their way to rebuild these dungeons from the ground up, not just to make them prettier, but to make them more worth exploring. Their goal is simple: if a dungeon doesn't serve a purpose, it better at least be fun. Skyblivion introduces redesigned layouts, smarter enemy placement, and most importantly, meaningful rewards. Some dungeons now end with boss encounters also. Others hide rare loot or narrative moments. And yeah, you'll actually get a loop back to the exit at the end. Something Skyrim did right and Oblivion didn't, of course. Lead developer Rebelzides, hopefully that's how you say that, summed it up best when they said if a dungeon is just a distraction, it can't just be a bear den with a big black bear at the end. And of course, that's the vibe. Every location is getting attention and intention. Skyblivion isn't just about prettier textures or updated lighting, though it does have that in spades. This is supposed to be a full mechanical and design overhaul for Oblivion. The modders are treating this like a real remake, rethinking everything from environmental design to quest structure to moment-to-moment gameplay. One of the big things they're tackling is world density. Oblivion's forests look lush from afar, of course, but once you were in them, there was usually nothing going on between City A and City B. Skyblivion wants to change that. They're adding more environmental storytelling, more random encounters, and more reasons to explore the map. Even the quests are getting a polish. While they're sticking close to the original structure, of course, the team is also tweaking pacing, tightening up logic gaps, and rebalancing difficulty to match modern expectations. It's still Oblivion, but with a lot less of that "what am I supposed to do now" that plagued the original game. And the humor that was in the original, some of it's gone, but that's just by nature of switching the game engines. The goofy jank that came from Oblivion's old Gamebryo engine doesn't translate over to Skyrim's smoother creation engine, of course, but according to the devs, some of the unintentional comedy still survives in this mod. Quests are still quirky, of course, but you'll still find the occasional hilarious NPC interaction throughout the game, just maybe without the facial animation glitches that everyone used to make memes about Oblivion. Oblivion Remastered and Skyblivion are of course both labors of love, but they're not competing. They're doing two very different things. Bethesda's remaster keeps the game as you remember it, for better and for worse. It's the same janky charm, cleaned up and running smoother. If you want a visual upgrade without touching the core experience, that's the game for you. But Skyblivion is looking forward. It's willing to change things that don't work anymore. It's not trying to preserve Oblivion's awkward bits, it's trying to modernize them. That includes smarter AI behavior, more intuitive controls, and even tweaking the infamous persuasion minigame. Yes, that darn wheel is getting a facelift. Skyblivion is also more cinematic in places. Kvatch, for example, now looks like a battlefield after the Daedra invasion, not a slightly smoky ruin. Small environmental changes are also being used to reinforce the stakes of the story. That's what sets Skyblivion apart. It's not just touching up textures, it's rebuilding emotional impact. And for players who missed Oblivion the first time around, this could be the best way to experience the story without needing the patience of a 2006 gamer. Let's take a minute to appreciate something that doesn't happen often in the games industry. A big studio openly supporting a fan remake of one of its most iconic titles. Bethesda didn't just give Skyblivion a pat on the back. They gave them copies of the official Oblivion remaster, invited them to visit the studio, and even asked for feedback on how to improve their modding tools. Todd Howard himself reportedly spent hours chatting with every member of the Skyblivion team, and that's pretty crazy. They didn't have to do that, of course, and a lot of companies would have just shut the whole thing down with a cease and desist. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Instead, though, Bethesda invited the team to come out and hang out with them. During the visit, Skyblivion's team gave detailed input on how Bethesda could improve future creation kits. They asked for better documentation, more official tutorials, and simpler paths for modders to share their content. If you've ever used Bethesda's modding tools, then you would probably know how valuable that kind of feedback is. So yeah, there's a sense of partnership here with the modding team. It's not a competition between the remaster and the remake. It's two versions of the same world made by people who love it dearly. Skyblivion has been in the works for over a decade at this point. For a long time, it was the maybe someday mod project that fans whispered about, but now it's finally nearing the finish line. The team has already completed the full landscape of Cyrodiil. They've integrated all the core systems, and they're now polishing quests, ironing out bugs, and adding stretch goals if time allows. The goal is a 2025 release, and as of now, everything is still on track for them. When it launches, I think you'll be able to download it through GOG and other platforms. I know Fallout London had to do that through GOG because it was way too big for Nexus mods. And I believe the Skyblivion team is trying to work with GOG as well, at least they're trying. GOG is working with the team to make installation as painless as possible, especially for players who aren't deep into modding. If you've got the base game, it might be as easy as a one-click install, hopefully at least. Compared to past Total Conversions mods, this is a huge leap in accessibility. No dragging folders or patching executables, just install and go. Skyblivion isn't just a cool mod, it's a symbol of what the gaming community can accomplish when passion meets talent. It's fans doing the work they wish the developers had done in the first place, and in this case, getting full support from the studio that made the original game. That's a special combination. It's also a reminder that nostalgia doesn't have to mean compromise. You can honor the past while also building something completely new. Skyblivion keeps the soul of Oblivion alive, but updates the body and mind for a new generation. And of course, Skyrim is the most popular Elder Scrolls game ever to be made. And if you want the original game, you can head over to the Oblivion remaster or play the original game from 2006. But if you really love Skyrim and you want to play Oblivion in that same sort of fashion, the Skyblivion mod is just perfect for you. So whether you're a longtime fan ready to return to Cyrodiil or someone curious about what the fuss is all about, keep your eyes on Skyblivion. It might just be the definitive way to experience one of the most beloved RPGs ever made. And let's be honest, if they finally fix those awful dungeons, that alone might be worth the wait. Let me know down in the comments what version of Oblivion you prefer. Do you prefer the Oblivion remaster with all the original engine, all the original jank, everything that you remember from the original Oblivion game? Or do you prefer the Skyblivion mod that's being remade in the Skyrim engine and is completely redoing dungeons and many aspects of the game? I'm really interested to see what y'all have to say because of course right now I'm playing the Oblivion remaster. There might have been some footage in this video that you probably saw from it, but it's very different of course from what the Skyblivion mod team is doing. And the Oblivion remaster has been a ton of fun, but what Skyblivion is doing in the Skyrim engine is really cool, and I can't wait to see exactly what it is when it releases. But overall, if you're a PC user, you're eating good. You can go back and play the original 2006 Oblivion game if you prefer that. You can play the Oblivion remaster with modern graphics updates, but still the original game at heart, or you can play this completely rebuilt Skyblivion mod. And I'm definitely going to be checking out both. I'm close to not really close to finishing, but I've played a lot of the Oblivion remaster at this point, about 50-60 hours, and I'll probably dump around the same amount of time into the Skyblivion mod. I'll probably end up having hundreds of hours in both by the end of it. But anyways, that's all from me. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Elder Scrolls news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there. Also, a huge thank you to all the amazing channel members.